We've got the little theme tune going, and there's Claire and I dancing away. We've got behind the scenes people
One day Gav
dancing.
will be recording that, and that'll go out live.
I think he is recording it.
Oh, listen, it's so wonderful
So many people
for us
popping
to join us. If you have a hello, if you'd like to say hello, where are you from? Please put that in the comments. If you also have a question, put those in the comments as well. We will try to get round to answering them. We've got people from all over.
I've seen people from the States, people all over the UK coming in.
Hi, Pete Evans.
Denmark.
Hey, Soren Lundberg. We've got lots and
loads
lots.
of them.
Washington.
DC.
Hey, Larry. How are you? And from Switzerland, Pierre. Very nice.
Brilliant.
Or from my big office in London, Nebraska. Hello, Frank.
Welcome.
Lovely to see you all. So yeah, we're very happy with our big audience. And what are you going to be doing for the holidays? We hope you're going to be getting out with your cameras and your lenses and taking pictures of lots of festive things. Maybe snow. Maybe you got a 90mm this year.
Ooh.
And you're going to be out taking pictures of micro snowflakes, which will be awesome. So
that's very cool. Or maybe you'll try some festive bokeh. If you haven't seen Gavin's video on YouTube, go and take a look, because he did something really cool outside.
Awesome.
Really cool.
And so simple.
Yeah.
But very effective.
Yeah, and all month long we've had tips and tricks from some of our OM System ambassadors. So if you head on over to our social channels on Instagram and on Facebook, you'll see some great tips on, we've had wildlife.
So good.
We've had landscape.
Yeah.
And this week we're focusing on winter macro. So be sure to keep an eye on our channels. There's some great blogs come out. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you really should plug in, because we have a brilliant wealth of ambassadors with a wealth of knowledge right the way across all the genres. And so, yeah, plug in, because you can get some amazing tips, especially if you're new to the system. And if you are new to the family, welcome. We like that, don't we?
Wait, Claire, you did say... You did say that you were going to tell them something, like wearing Christmas jumpers, feeling festive.
Oh yes, I said if you're watching the show and if you're in for the hour, go put a hat on. We want you in a Santa's hat or a Santa's jumper, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We want you getting in the Christmas spirit.
We're feeling jolly.
I think this is the most Christmassy I've felt so far, so I'm quite happy. But we want you to also get into the spirit. We're looking forward to that.
Love it. Okay, then. Let's take a look first at some images from you guys. So usually Claire and I will go and share images that we've been shooting.
Yeah.
But we decided it's the last one of the year. We'll do something a little bit different this time. We thought we would pick 5 images from our wonderful OM System family who have tagged us on Instagram. So we've picked 5 images each, and we're going to take a look. And these were just some of the ones that popped out to us that we really loved. So let's take a look, Claire, at your images.
At my best of 2023. Here we go.
Oh, bokeh. Speaking of bokeh.
See, I mean, how we do a lot of macro shots. There's a lot of close-up stuff out there. But when you take this in context, you don't have to have that completely, full-on magnified image. Having something in context. What an absolutely beautiful image. And it also looks a little bit Christmassy.
It does.
But I love the bokeh. I love the fact that you've got that lovely tele macro thing going on.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. So well done on this image. We loved it.
It's brilliant.
Well, I loved it. And next image, Gav.
Oh, this is very festive. I see the vibe you've gone for.
You can see this, right?
Going for bokeh.
Yeah. So this wasn't shot with the 90. This was actually shot with the 60mm. And
very
again,
nice.
I just think this is absolutely beautiful. I'd really love to see you guys getting used to that micro macro, because macro is great. But if you live somewhere where it's snowy or somewhere where you've got that incredibly beautiful light in the mornings, and this is the sort of photograph that you can really I just think it's lovely. It really stood out to me, so I love it.
And I love it against the black background. And I think this person lives in Finland, right?
Yes.
I think this was shot in Finland.
Yes, this is definitely a Finnish photographer.
Fantastic.
And I haven't got my glasses on. It's in there, but it's so tiny I can't see.
I think it's Kim.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'll let Claire read them out, so I haven't got my reading specs on.
She says that, I'm kind of...
But thank you for putting us on Instagram. Please tag us on all your socials, on Facebook and Instagram, because if you don't tag us, we don't know. So it's always good to see your images across the year. Okay, Gav, next one, please.
Oh, that's beautiful. This is by Max.
Yeah, and my intention, I do have a New Year's resolution. I don't normally do them.
Okay.
But my intention next year is to do more landscape.
Oh,
because
nice. You love it. You do
I
love
absolutely
landscape.
love being out in nature.
Yeah.
I'm a rubbish landscape photographer.
No.
And I really want to improve. So
Okay.
I will be hanging around, you know, some of our ambassadors maybe.
Tom
Ormond. But the idea is to try and do more landscape because I want to be out in nature.
Yeah.
And whenever I see a really good landscape image, I always get that warm, fuzzy feeling.
Yeah.
I get inspired. And so this is my New Year's resolution for 2024.
I love it.
And so thank you for this one. And that is from Max. Max. Hey, so these are parachute. Can you see that's on a holly leaf? That's see, can you see the shape? That's on a holly leaf. That's how tiny these things are.
Wow.
And they're parachute fungi. And I know Andy Sands will be cursing me for not using one of his images. But
sorry,
I've
Andy.
actually gone for Barry Webb because I absolutely think this is a gorgeous image.
It's a really great image.
Again, just incredible. You know, he's a very talented photographer.
Yeah.
And just to let you know, we are going to be running some fungi, slime, mould workshops in April and May. So keep your eyes out for those.
Fantastic. What I love is all the detail on the leaf you can see as well.
You can, and now
And
I've told you,
you wouldn't know it had all these little spikes.
Little spikes on them. Now I've told you it's a holly leaf. You can see how small they really are, right?
That's fantastic.
Just incredible. There's like a whole new world when you see these things close up. And Danny says, love that one. Some great shapes.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. So well done, Barry. Keep it going and keep
beautiful.
tagging us in all your images. And well done on all your awards this year.
Oh.
Next image.
Trudy.
Trudy.
This is beautiful.
This is just, you know, if I could take an image like this is the thing, I get very inspired by this type of thing. It makes me think, I wish I was sat there looking at you know, the Milky Way, and I just love this image. It's beautiful. I want to do more night sky stuff. It's definitely part of my plan next year to sort of be out at 2 in the morning and doing this. So Trudy, again, keep tagging us. We absolutely love all of your images. I know you put quite a few this year, and as I said to all of you, keep tagging because it inspires not only other people but it inspires us as well. So many thanks for that.
Right, Claire, we're going to have to make a deal. We're going to have to go out at 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's get Tom.
Tom.
Off we go.
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah,
well,
landscapes.
Workshops.
Shape them workshops. Let's do it.
So yes, what about yours, Claire?
Well, let's take a look. I don't think you've gone quite, it was macro and landscape vibe.
Oh, okay.
You had quite a macro and landscape
What have you
vibe.
gone for? I'm looking for...
I think I've gone quite wildlife, if I can remember.
That's interesting.
Let's see what comes up.
Look at the colour of that
I love
fox.
this one. I absolutely loved it. And she's got some really, really beautiful images on her Instagram. And I think you picked an extra one, which we removed, but it was one.
The same photographer.
Absolutely. And I just love the snowfall. You know, we don't get snow in the UK.
We don't.
And if we do, it's like this
We
much,
do crave other people's
and then
snow
it disappears.
photos.
So snowy wildlife photos especially, just absolutely beautiful. And I love the detail. And yeah, it just makes me feel all winter and lovely inside.
Beautiful.
So I really, really love this one.
Beautiful.
Now,
Simon
Litton. I love his owl photos.
They are gorgeous.
We've featured him quite a few times. And this one I was scrolling through because I knew I wanted to feature one of Simon's images. And it was just beautiful light.
Yeah.
The wings up, it was coming in to grab some prey. And it was just... that just stood out to me.
The backlight through the wing is pretty amazing, isn't it?
The detail of it, the foreground, getting that kind of blurry grass.
Lovely context.
Beautiful colours. Sharp image, you know, it's a real action shot. And I just thought, that one had to be definitely one of my
Very
images.
nice, very nice.
Absolutely. Simon's fantastic. Okay, Gavin. Oh, see, I did have a theme.
You did
Birds
go.
and wildlife.
You did go for the animals.
My favourite bird of all is a wren. And my goodness, trying to capture one.
Yeah.
They're so quick and they're always like down to the ground.
Yeah.
I think I've got a couple of images of them before, but this one, again, I love the snow. I love the red berries.
A little bit Christmassy there.
Yeah, that's my vibe. Christmas vibe.
I love it.
And I just thought this one by Stephen was absolutely beautiful, and nice blurry background, sharp detail of the wren, got his little pointy tail there in the background.
And I love the fact he's looking into the sky or looking up.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. I thought this was a really, really lovely image.
Gorgeous. Ooh.
No, this one was cool. And I believe, after I was reading about it on his Instagram channel, it was shot with live comp.
Yes.
And long exposure live comp, and just that detail. And I think he said he shot it from his hotel room window. He was on holiday.
Wow.
And it was just, I loved the moody sky, and then those forks of lightning. I've never been able to capture lightning like that. And I thought that's really inspired me to try and get a shot of lightning like that.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose with anything like this, it's like being in the right time at the right place.
Yeah.
But if you sort of know there's a storm coming, especially where I live, there are places to go where you can get horizons and you can get this sort of image. But to be able to get this from your hotel room, but the cloud, the detail in the cloud is incredible. It's so good.
That light coming through the top of it is just wonder's
Tom's loving that, a great lightning shot. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Well done,
really,
Stephen.
Really great. I love that.
And my last one, it wouldn't be without featuring Susie Crowe.
It wouldn't be the same. We love Susie.
We love Susie. Her photography is fantastic. I found it hard to pick one from, and actually this was in a carousel of images. So
I've never seen a bad image from Susie.
Never, never. And I just love, she's called it In Flight, beautiful colours, lovely bokeh in the background. I believe she was using Pro Capture, and just nailed it. Absolutely. Detail, colours, everything. And
I may ask Susie, if you're watching, was this taken at Sussex Prairies? Because this is the place. We were, again, looking at doing some stuff, but obviously time has run away with us this year. But if you are ever down at Sussex Prairies, the flowers, the space, the grasses, the cake, all pretty amazing.
That's our priority.
The cake. Yeah, they do homemade cake there. Ice cream, the ice cream. So yeah, it's actually not far from here, and it is the most incredible place if you ever in Sussex. Sussex Prairies really is a beautiful place to go. But well done, Susie. John says, nice one, Susie. Merry Christmas.
Lovely.
And I do believe, John, that you were interviewed by the BBC. I do believe he got some images on the BBC this week.
Nice, very
so
nice.
Another great landscape photographer. So, look. No, it was actually at my home. I have a mini Sussex Prairie.
There
That's
we go.
so cute.
I bet she's got cake as well.
I bet she's got cake.
Yeah, we could go there. We'll be
Wow.
back later, Susie.
The lovely thing about featuring our OM family images, I mean, we got some incredible images from ambassadors.
And there was loads to choose from.
So many to choose from.
Yeah.
It took me a few hours to go through the year and sort of say, because so many people take so many images. But keep tagging us. It's so important to keep tagging us.
Absolutely. And every Friday we do Friday favourites. So make sure you tag us every week, because there'll be a different theme. This week's theme is winter macro. So if you've got any winter macro images, make sure you tag us on Instagram. We've got a comment come up.
So Tim says, I won Best of Category Birds in the 2024 NANPA Showcase competition with my OM1. Thank you, OMSYSTEM.
Congratulations, Tim.
That
well
is amazing.
Done.
We do love to see those little victories. I mean, I'm sure, as I said, anybody who gets featured or, just wins something is always a lovely thing. But yeah, we do love that.
Absolutely.
We do love that.
Okay, so now for the bit that everyone's been waiting for.
Get us off the screen.
The special guests. We didn't actually tell anyone who our guests were,
did we not?
No.
Did we not?
We have got 6. Gavin, is that right? Count them?
Yes.
6. We have got 6 very special guests about to join us. I don't know the running order, so it will be up to Gavin. But first, before we do that, we're going to run a VT, Gavin.
Run VT.
was dancing along
That
to
was
that.
so
It was
good.
great.
We're always dance. Hey, Garen, how are you?
Very well. How's it going?
Oh, it's going
see you
really
guys.
well. Looking very festive there.
I love
It's
it.
beautiful. I love Christmas. Literally.
Do you know what?
So do I.
We asked Gavin to put us up a Christmas tree. Did he do it? No.
Yeah, yours looks very festive in
There you are.
comparison. I mean, I got the hat and the glove. Next year,
Next year.
we'll circle back to that.
We'll circle back to that in January.
Circle
Yeah.
back to that. Garen, how are you doing, my lovely? How's
Really
things?
good. Things are never better, to be fair. I'm absolutely
And
loving life lately.
That's really
Things
good.
keep
And your
going really
highlight
cool.
for this year? How's your year been?
Really cool. So, like, I guess the biggest thing has changed really is I've like swapped my locations over. So I'm up in the Highlands at the
Yes.
moment. So that's really cool. Staying up here for a little while. No solid plans. But I will
love
say
that.
that I kind of love it. I needed a big adventure, and so we just kicked it off.
And
So
you've had
on-
snow. You've had
Snow already, yeah. But like, my friends up here tell me that that's just like a little bit of snow. I think it's going to be taller than I am at some stage.
I love
you guys
it.
keeping well?
Yes,
Yes.
thank you so much. And we are so looking forward to being on this next adventure or next chapter of your life. And we're so excited about what's coming and what you're going to produce. And
It's going to be huge.
very
like,
exciting.
there's some cool stuff. And I guess one of the things I'm most excited about is that I'm going to be running holidays up here. So where I am now,
Nice.
folks will be able to come and see it as well. Like, so
Excellent.
I know, stay tuned
Wow.
for more news on that. But you got to come. We got to do one here so you can see it. like.
Definitely. We invite ourselves
We
everywhere.
invite
so it's
ourselves
fine.
all
We'll
over
be
the
there.
world, of course
We'll
we
be
do.
there. It's got
But
red
those
squirrels.
pictures, one just literally ran straight past the window just now. And I've got them on the feeder outside where I'm staying. They're on the feeder every day. There's like crested tits that will just like land in my hand now. It's cool.
Wow,
I needed to be
that's
closer to
amazing.
nature, so you can't get really much closer than where I'm at now.
Amazing.
It's
Absolutely
awesome.
loved it.
Right,
But-
let's take a look.
Yes. So
Okay.
we got
We've got-
each of our special guests to pick an
We have.
image.
Yeah.
And I believe that is coming up soon.
Gavin's going to bring it up in 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
go.
Hey! It's like we
Hey!
planned it. It's like we
I
planned
know.
it.
This isn't even
I remember
planned.
seeing this. This is
Tell
No,
us
it
about
is.
this
It's fine.
image. Tell us about this image. I need to
So-
know camera settings, the
Okay.
lot.
Okay, so let me remember now. I think this was with my 60mm macro lens on my OM1. For
Nice.
mushrooms and
Nice.
stuff, I really like the 60mm.
Yeah.
I like that it puts you closer to them. And there's less sort of like stuff in between you and your subject. So I love
Yep.
my 60 still. But if
Good.
I wanted that little tiny like snow something, I've always got my macro in the back as well. This is using natural light and it's a focus bracket. I think it's
Lovely.
nearly like 100 frames.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I just chucked the camera on the ground, set the differential to 1, press play and let the camera do the work for me now.
and ate your bourbon biscuits and had a nice
Yeah,
time.
while you were eating your biscuits on the side.
got
There
some
we
on
go.
the
There they are.
The
I
detail
love
is
that. Look
brilliant.
at that. But it's also the fact that they're frozen and
Yeah.
they're not sort of crumpling. They're still very fresh and
Yep.
new. Because the thing
Yeah.
about macro is you want that shot where the fungi or the mushroom hasn't been eaten.
Yes.
It isn't deteriorating. But of course, we know that's nature and that's the way
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah,
But
just
you
timing
always
it,
want
isn't
it. Yeah, it's about that timing and about the sort of having it as pristine as possible. So was this shot early morning or afternoon?
No, it's just middle of the day. It was like
Right.
minus 11 at the time. So it was, yeah, I'm not used to it as well. But I'm used to it now. I tell myself as I cry. But the beautiful thing is that it was just really still and calm.
Yeah.
And you know,
I love
in
that.
my local woods back home, I would trudge for hours trying to find a little scene. But there's stuff I'm tripping over stuff now.
Wow.
So it means that I can be a little bit more selective and look for compositions and maybe have a story and a narrative to them.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like how these two like bigger ones are stood over protecting the little one from all the snowfall. And I like
Yeah,
how
that's
it's-
lovely.
But I picked one super Christmassy especially. But this was my first macro shot of arriving in the Highlands. I've been like
Oh,
addicted to
beautiful.
photographing the red squirrels and stuff lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So I thought, no,
I know.
go back to the mushrooms for a while.
Yeah.
And obviously it's finding different species, but they are literally, my first trip, we went to Kindrogan with a big retailer and we took 5 or 6 people that weren't using our system. In fact, most of them now, well, in fact, all of them come over to our system, but we got to, everywhere we went, there were shrooms. You literally,
everywhere, innit?
Yeah.
like, you couldn't believe it, you know.
Tripping
literally,
over them.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. So I think you're in the best place. And we are so looking forward to what 2024 is going to bring for you. And obviously our end users, because I'm sure workshops and trips up to Scotland, I can feel a road trip coming on.
Let's do it.
No, I mean, it's thanks to OM, the support and the career that's allowed me to get to this stage.
Brilliant.
So, and the entire photographic community. So I'm grateful to everything and everyone, and I don't take it lightly. And,
that's amazing.
I must say, those images you've just shown, they're next level, aren't they?
Yeah,
we
they're
have such
incredible.
an awesome community, and I bet it was a real challenge for you guys to pick.
Yes.
Yes, definitely was. Definitely
Exactly.
Well done, everyone. They're beautiful.
Oh, good. Yeah, absolutely. We've got some really fantastic photographers. But of course, you need the ambassadors. They inspire the end users and vice versa. I think it all works. It's a big, lovely, big circle. And I love that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay.
Garen, thank you for joining us. I know it was a very short stint and a chat with us, but we're so grateful to have you join for our last Coffee with the Claires of the year.
I'm honoured to be here. Thank you.
And we will definitely be seeing you very soon in 2024, I'm sure.
Look forward to it. See you in a bit.
See you
Thanks,
soon.
Garen.
Thanks,
guys.
Garen.
Bye.
Oh,
I love that image.
I know.
I remember seeing the video of him shooting it on Instagram, and I was like, that's beautiful. Garen, I want that image. I want
Yes,
that.
give it to me, Garen. Oh.
We have a nice comment come in from Martin Burrows.
says, many thanks to OM System. I have a photo in Coningsby Gallery, London this month.
Lovely.
That is amazing, Martin.
That is fantastic.
Thank you for tagging us. Thank you for watching. We do appreciate it.
We do. So, Claire, who is next?
I don't know. Who's
Do you know
next?
what? I think it might be Mr. Ormerod.
Is it? Is
Our
it the lovely Tom?
Lovely, lovely landscape ambassador from the UK. Let's welcome Tom Ormerod.
Hey!
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Tom.
Hi.
I love this. Very
Red
festive. How are you?
I tried to do a festive wall and I've ended up looking like I've got a lightsaber coming out of my shoulder. But never mind, eh?
I'm sure somebody would appreciate it. I'm sure there'll be people out there saying, we're loving that vibe, Tom. So that's absolutely fine. How are you, Tom?
I'm all good. I've had an interesting year. It's been a bit turbulent at times, but I'm back now and I'm really enjoying it.
Brilliant.
So, Tom, I don't know if you heard before, but my New Year's resolution is to spend more time outdoors doing landscape. Are you up for taking me and Claire out at 2 a.m, doing nightscapes, doing some?
It's going to be wild.
Yes,
it's going to be wild.
Come back down to the Dorset coast. We'll get out there. We'll look at the sea. We'll shoot the Milky Way out over Durdle Door and have all those exciting things. Awesome.
Okay, so we're going to Scotland. We're going to Dorset. That's two trips already. Let's
Spain,
get planning.
We've got a few bits going on.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Busy bees 2024. So, Tom, what has been your highlight of the year? I've seen loads of your beautiful images, so I'm not going to ruin it for anyone, but you do some nice early morning misty vibes.
Yeah, so it's been, like I say, it's been a bit of a funny year. It's been a bit stressful in various ways, but not to dwell on that. I have done some really, really good things this year, which have been really, really good. Probably my highlight, my personal highlight of the year was doing an exhibition for the first time. And that was really, really exciting for me to sort of take my photography from the camera, and I went through all the way. I printed it myself, I mounted it myself, and I hung it on. Myself. So literally, I did the whole process myself, and that was a really, really exciting time. And the whole premise of the exhibition was Dorset by day and night. That was the exhibition I did.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's I love being out and about at silly o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Overnight as well, but very much. I mean, I am a sunrise person. That is my time of the day. I love getting out there when the day is starting, looking out across the countryside or out to sea, and just enjoying the new day. And it's just quite fantastic.
Well, I mean, congratulations on the exhibition. There's nothing
Really
like seeing images in print.
Yes.
Now, I know it's so easy to follow something on social. It's so easy to quickly scroll through, but to actually take the time and go to a gallery visit and actually look at an image on a wall, it's that appreciation is pretty amazing. So well done on that, and hopefully there'll be lots more of those to come.
Thank you.
Let's take a look
at your image.
See, I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, come on.
So, my mornings, had to be a Corfe Castle morning.
Of course.
It really, really did. As anybody knows, I spent so many hours stood on the side of this hill taking pictures of Corfe Castle. What people don't see is I spend so many hours stood on the side of that hill not taking pictures of Corfe Castle.
Right. Okay.
because the weather is wrong, because the light's wrong, because for whatever reason it's just not the day. So people don't see that. They only ever see these images, you know, at the end of the day, where I just go, there we go. Look, I've got one of those images.
Yeah.
But they don't see the hours and hours.
No.
So much
and
work
also
goes
the
into
planning,
it.
The planning that goes into it as well. You know, I am very lucky to live close by, so I can just turn up on those mornings, and if I don't get it, I don't get it. But you know, it's just such a magical.
It's beautiful.
And do you know what? It's so beautiful. It's the range of colour that's in this image. We go from sort of purples to mauves to blues to oranges. I mean, there is such a kaleidoscope of colour in there, and it's just dreamy and ethereal, and I'm jealous. Pretty much.
You know, shooting these misty mornings up on Corfe Castle, one of the things I try and do is always do a slightly longer exposure, because that's something that you often don't do when it's quite bright light. But if you really drag that exposure out, you do get that much more of a ribbon effect in the mist, which is beautiful. And I did do a little bit of footage from my drone on the same morning.
I mean, why would you not? So beautiful.
It's magical, isn't
Well,
it?
I mean, most people know that I live in Dover in Kent. We have the oldest castle intact in the world and there is so much to photograph there, like the bays, the sea, there's so much, you know, and so, as I said, it is a New Year's resolution to get out early
I
doors.
want a misty morning shot of your castle next year when we're sat here on this sofa.
Okay.
That's what I want to see from you.
Someone remind me in November.
So you need to start planning, you know, looking at all of those weather apps over and over and over again. You know,
right now.
You need to be ready.
Yeah,
Let's
agreed.
do it. Loads of love for your picture.
Yes.
Stunning image. Loving the muted colours.
Yes.
There's been loads and loads of great comments. We're excited to do more with you this year, Tom. We're excited to come to Dorset and to hang out and go do the
some
Milky
landscape
Way.
workshops. Be so
Let's
much
do it.
fun. I am totally up for that. I don't mind if
Absolutely.
we pull an all-nighter, a couple of hours sleep to then drive home. I'm too old for that. We'll get a van.
Okay, yeah.
Get a van. You can have a little sleep in the van.
Thanks.
But no, we are so looking forward to it. And thank you for being an amazing ambassador, Tom. You are awesome.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you for joining us.
Take care, everyone.
See you again.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, don't you just love that image?
I love it. I knew it was going to be a Corfe Castle. I'd seen some recently. It's absolutely beautiful.
As I said, and because landscape's in my brain at the moment, I'm just very jealous. I'm all like, oh, I want to be there, I just got to fucking do the early morning.
I love an early morning. I'm all about sunrise.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try.
Do it.
I'm going to
Do
try.
it. Okay, let's bring on our next guest.
Who's there? Who's knocking at the door?
Pernilla!
It's up. It's my favourite Swede. Hello, my gorgeous darling. How are you, Pernilla?
Hello, I'm so fine.
Oh,
Thank you for inviting me.
We obviously wanted amazing ambassadors, but we also wanted amazing OM employees. And now we have lots of them, but we were like, who should we have? I was like, Pernilla.
Oh, thank you.
How are you, my darling?
You're my work
No.
besties.
Pernilla.
Yes, we are your work besties. I love coming out to the Nordics and working with you. You are such a great girl. We do love it. And obviously you came to visit us this year, which was amazing.
Yes, so I had to share a picture of that.
Yes.
So, okay, well, let's take a look at your favourite
Let's do
moment
it.
from this year, shall we?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
I love it. I love it.
So-
What a great capture.
You invited me to Skomer, and I also had the opportunity to meet the lovely Rob. So it's so nice. And this is actually, it's half a year ago now. So
Wow.
yeah, time flies.
How was Scone
Crazy.
like
And Skomer is such a magical place, isn't it, Pernilla?
Yeah, and I really love puffins. And I've been to Iceland 3 times to see puffins, and I didn't know that it was so easy and accessible to go to Skomer to see them.
that? Just come to Wales. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where you sort of want to keep it a secret because you don't want too many people going. But the joy about it is they limit the numbers that go on the island anyway. So it's never going to be overrun. It's never going to be, you know, in danger of too many humans.
No.
And so they limit the numbers. And of course, that is the joy. Catherine is asking, where is Skoma? So Skoma is a little tiny island off of the east coast of
Pembrokeshire coast.
Yes, of Wales, off the Pembrokeshire coast. You have to book a ticket.
Yep.
You normally have to go stay the night before because it's quite a long way in the driving.
Yeah.
But it is the most magical 4 hours of your
Puffins
life.
everywhere. If you go, what is it? Is it between? Well, if you go in April, you'll start to see puffins.
April to July,
and then it's peak around June, July, and we went in June.
Yeah.
And it was phenomenal, and we had a really lovely day. The sun was shining. There was a bit of a breeze, but yes, the puffins were fantastic, and I love that shot of it fishing its mouth. That's the one.
Just about to land.
And you can actually see, I guess it's ticks on the head.
Yes.
So it's so many small details.
Yeah,
beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful. And what did you? What lens were you using at the time, Pernilla, for this?
It's the 40-150 Pro.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
And people assume that you need massively long lenses, but on Skoma, because the birds are so close, a 40-150 and a teleconverter is literally all you need. But it's so light that you can walk around the island and not have to carry masses and masses of gear. You certainly don't use tripods or anything there while you're there, and you do have to be mindful of where you step because they run in front of you. But Skoma was fun. Are you going to come again this year with us, Pernilla?
Yes, please.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what
and
we like
I don't
to hear.
really mind that the wing is cut off because it actually adds to the myth that these are big birds, but they are really so tiny. So
big.
So always when you see them in pictures, you think they are big. So
Yeah. And Susie Crow says, if you can, try staying on the island. So that is, again, there's a limited amount of places.
Yeah.
But you hear is it the shearwaters? Tell me if I'm wrong. But it's the shearwaters at night. It's the crazy, crazy noise of all the shear because they're night birds.
Wow.
So you have a completely different experience at night compared to the day. You have to take your own loo roll. But that's fine.
And you get golden hour, don't you?
And you get golden hour, so you get sunset and sunrise. You get the blue hour as well. So, I mean, we really, how many years have we been saying it? 10 years?
Oh, forever.
But we love it. And I don't know when I'm going to get to see you, Pernilla. Hopefully it's very soon.
I hope soon.
I think we've got some things coming up in Stockholm, I think February or something like that. Nice. So I'm looking forward to seeing you and having some Swedish cuddles. But thank you for being awesome.
Thank you.
We do love you to bits.
We do. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for joining
Merry
us,
Christmas.
Pernilla.
And to you.
Merry Christmas. How do you say that in Swedish, Merry Christmas?
God jul.
There you go.
There we go.
We're not going to try
I'm not the one that tries to say
I'm not going to
things.
embarrass
No,
myself.
no. I can say it in Welsh and that's it.
Merry Christmas to you, my lovely, and hopefully we'll see you very soon. Mwah.
Yes.
Bye.
Take
Pernilla.
care. Bye.
Okay, now my psychicness tells me who
My
our next
psychicness?
guest's psychicness is also from that area of the no, it's not. It's Garen's shaking his head.
Your psychicness is off, love.
Do you know what?
Your psychic compass is off. Maybe it's the
Higher
North
up
Pole.
than the no.
West? Wales.
Wales.
Oh,
Wales.
we're going
Wait.
to Wales.
Who's there in Wales?
Yes. Feliz Navidad.
No,
Oh, that's not
Spain.
Welsh.
Nadolig Llawen.
What's that again?
Yeah. Nadolig
Nadolig
Llawen.
Llawen.
Okay.
Nadolig Llawen.
He's all the way from Welsh Wales. It's Rob Cottle, everyone.
Yay! Hello,
Ho, ho,
Rob.
ho, ho.
Very tanned.
Ho,
Wales.
ho, ho. How are you? You
The
looking
Orange
very
City
healthy.
Tanning Emporium.
Oh, Rob, you're looking really healthy. You've just been away for a month in Africa, I believe.
Yeah, stupidly for 4 weeks. Yeah.
He didn't
Yeah,
take
but I
us
mean,
with him.
how amazing is that? Have you been on a long trip like that before, or is it the first
Not
time
that
you've
long.
been away
No.
for a month?
2 weeks has
Right.
been the most. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you get-
Amazing.
Did you get homesick?
No.
I think he would live there
Well,
if he could. I think he would just.
But you took Louise, you took your wife with
Yeah,
you, so
yeah.
that's
I did.
why you
My
didn't get
assistant.
homesick.
Yeah, personal assistant.
And was it the most incredible trip?
It was. Yeah, some amazing sightings and just being there, just being amongst all the
Yeah.
animals and the nature for just 4 weeks was amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And was that? I'm assuming that was your highlight of 2023.
Yeah,
Apart from,
absolutely. Yeah,
apart
yeah.
from me, apart from
Yeah.
when
He
we were
had,
together.
Yeah.
he had a cup of tea with me
Hold on.
yesterday.
Oh yeah. Hold
So
on.
I
hold on.
That's true.
think
That's true.
that was his highlight of 2023.
Oh,
That's
well,
true.
I mean, firstly, thank you, because ScoMA was such a big success for us, and obviously
It was.
you
Pernilla
are-
raved about it.
Oh, Pernilla said it was the
Loved
best
it.
trip she'd been on in 16 years. So I mean, there you go. So
She doesn't get out much.
thank you. She doesn't get out much. But yeah, thank you for being an amazing ambassador and for being with us and taking us on that ScoMA trip, because it was fabulous.
Yeah.
It's always an honour and a pleasure.
We're going to book another lot this year, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're ready.
And I always find it so great going with Rob, because he's, teaches us about photography, but also you talk to us about ScoMA and the habitat and conservation. So it's more educational, it's more about nature as well as learning about the photography.
Yeah, and I think that goes into our Cacho Forgetsu philosophy, which, yes, go out, take pictures, but also appreciate what you're taking pictures of, breathe, smell the air, listen to the birds, all that sort of thing. Just be part of nature and let nature be part of you. It isn't just about the photography, right?
Not at all. I mean, that's the beauty of going for the Kruger as well. It's cheap for me to go there because I self-drive, and it's just being there for 4 weeks rather than spending a lot more money going somewhere for 4 or 5 days. It's just being somewhere, really, and being engrossed in the whole of nature.
Yeah.
Kruger next year. Write that down.
Rob's already
write that down. Someone.
Rob's whole conversation when I saw him yesterday was about workshops in the Kruger. So
I'm all over it. Write that
I told
down.
you.
We'll circle back to that. So Rob, I mean, obviously very difficult to pick a best image for you, I'm sure, because of this. And I haven't seen the images. I'm assuming it's one from the recent trip.
I think it's going to surprise you.
Oh, okay. Gav, show us the image.
There.
Oh, okay.
He's a landscape photographer.
Me and Tom are like that. We're like that.
Where's the animals? I was going to say.
Behind the bush.
Behind the bush. Oh, so these are baobab trees in the background, right?
They are, yeah. Well done, yeah.
And it's black and white.
Yeah, but I mean, this is so not what I was expecting from you,
Well,
Rob.
I think we've got Steve Gosling on that. Steve
Gosling.
Steve.
Same haircut.
I was expecting, I don't know,
It's beautiful.
I was expecting an animal.
I
but
love
this
the
is
contrast in it.
I think for me, basically, it just reminds me how awesome nature is. These baobab trees are anything between 2,000 to 4,000 years old, which is just ridiculous.
Wow.
I did it in black and white because the color, it's nice in color, but there's a great graphical element to black and white in this instance.
Yeah.
And I also think it's sort of like the land that time forgot when it's in black and white. It could be at any time, And I just found it amazing just to see these amazing trees.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
I think baobab trees are amazing. There was one in Botswana called Bob, and it's been around.
Bob the what?
It's named after me.
Bob the baobab.
And it was a really famous tree. Everyone went to, and then it got struck by lightning. It's not there anymore, but I managed to see it, had a picture taken with it, and I've got a picture of it by a local African artist on my wall.
Wow.
And every time I see it, it just takes me back to that incredible landscape. And there's we went to Africa the same year, didn't we? And the one thing they say is when you go, you leave a part of your heart there. It is the most incredible place to go. So. 4 weeks in Kruger. How amazing.
I was in tears leaving.
Oh,
I bet. Mainly because it was cold when he got back to Wales, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
I got a Heathrow at -2 and I just left 36. So that was why I was crying.
Yeah. It's such a serene and incredibly beautiful place. And obviously the landscape, 90% of the landscape allows for animals to roam and so on. And, you can't get much more at home and at peace there. It's stunning. But a surprise. I'm very surprised by this shot.
I love that he's surprised us,
loved it too.
Yeah.
Who knew, Rob? You're so unpredictable. That's what we love.
Well, I think it just goes to show that nature is amazing, full stop, no matter if it's wildlife, birds, or whatever. It's just it's just fascinating and a wonder to think about. So
Yeah.
And he took 300,000 pictures and he hasn't had a chance to...
That's the first one that came off the card.
Not an elephant to be seen.
It was behind me, the elephant and the lions.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm looking forward to seeing what else you've taken. I'm sure it's going to take you months to go through
Next
your images.
Christmas, I'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. But honestly, again, we're looking forward to seeing you very soon. I'm sure there's lots of stuff we've got planned. I know we've got some plans which we will talk about in 2024. But again, thank you for all your help and wonderfulness.
Just
Thank you.
wonderfulness.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing more of you very, very soon.
I'm going to go into the tanning salon a bit more now.
You're the
suits
most
you.
tanned
It's a
person
nice-
in December, I
It's
know.
a nice glow. It suits him. I like it.
We love it. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
soon.
you, Rob.
Happy
You're a
Christmas,
star.
everyone.
See you soon.
Bye.
Merry
Happy Christmas.
No dollar Clowen. Okay, right, now my psychic ability. We've only got 2 guests left.
I'm going to say Maria.
Are you? Okay, so she was on our show last time.
So well received.
Yes.
You loved her.
And it's her week this week. It is macro, it is winter.
Yes.
We've got a reel and a blog
Yes.
going out today featuring Maria all about winter macro photography.
Yes.
So take a look on our social channels for them. But in the meantime, let's bring her on.
Hey!
Jess.
Hey,
So
how
nice
are
to
you,
be
Maria? Lovely to see you. How are you?
Lovely to see you again. Yeah, I'm
Oh.
doing great. Thank you.
We had so much love for you when you came on Coffee with the
did.
Claires. I had emails and all sorts of messages saying,
Oh.
I've bought some moulds off of Amazon and off of other big sites are available, but saying that they'd frozen some ice into the moulds
Yeah.
and they were taking
Yeah.
these
Frozen
incredible
mushrooms.
pictures. And then you did that little follow-up video on social showing people how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are in love with your photography and with your
Thank you so
approach.
much.
So
It's
how
so
have
nice
you been?
to. I'm doing great. Well, it's full winter here right now, and we have snow everywhere. And last night I was able to see some aurora. So hey,
I saw
So
on your
that's so nice.
social. I saw she
Yeah.
saw Aurora last
Okay.
night. We should do Coffee with the from the Claires next year, Christmas
In
special.
Finland.
absolutely
Okay.
yes.
Yeah,
Gavin-
we got the
Gavin's
thumbs
given us
up,
the
thumbs
thumbs
up
up.
from the production team. Everybody's like, yes. Write that
Yeah.
down, someone. Write that
Mark,
down.
if you're watching, write it down, please. Thank you.
If anybody from management's watching, you're more than welcome to come along.
Join us. Be a guest. Be a guest.
Yeah, that would be quite good. So, Maria, what's been your highlight from this year? You've obviously had a busy year.
Yeah, well, lots of photography, of course. Well, the 90mm came out in the spring, early this year. And then, of course, in April, I became ambassador, which was, of course, a big thing for me. That was so great. And, well, great mushroom year, of course. I
Yeah.
love to shoot mushrooms. So, yeah, it's been very good.
Excellent.
So I don't know if you heard Geraint saying that obviously he's now in Scotland for a while and that wherever he goes, there's shrooms everywhere. Is that the same in
Yeah.
Finland, or do you have to sort of spend a bit more time finding them? Or are they
No,
everywhere?
well, this year was exceptionally good.
Okay.
You know, they grow just everywhere. You go in a parking lot and you can find mushrooms there
Wow.
in the grass. So it's been quite insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
there are forests everywhere. Like I live in a city, but there are these urban forest areas everywhere.
Yeah.
So you can just go out like 5 minutes walk and you can find anything. So yeah,
Nice.
that's very accessible.
Yeah, I suppose because we're a lot more urban in the UK, you
Yeah.
have to sort of travel a bit. But yeah, I love the fact of just being able to step outside your door
Yeah,
and they're
it's
there. You know, that's
Yeah,
incredible.
it's very green. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So you've chosen an image.
Let's take a look.
Shall
Yeah.
we see which one it is?
Ooh,
Oh, that's
I
a
love
bolette.
this.
That's a bolette, right? Is that
Yeah,
what we
well,
call a
it's
bolette?
yes, the bolette is foxy bolette actually,
Yeah.
and hey, it has a smiley face, very content
I
looking.
like that.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That is so cool.
That is very good.
I love it.
Well, it was of course very difficult to choose a favorite picture because
Yeah.
there are so many. So I thought about giving you a picture of a favorite place that I visited this
Very
year.
nice.
Nice.
So this is one of national parks here. There are many national parks, of course, in Finland, and this is one of them. And this is actually 10,000 years ago. This used to be an island on a Baltic shore. when it was revealed under a glacier. So like we're going way back in history.
Ooh.
And you can just stand there. Actually, there's a sign that says that imagine that you are standing on a shore of a Baltic Sea, and
Wow.
I'm there, and there's a forest, and you start to think that, oh my gosh, there are these massive events happening all around the globe all the time,
Right.
but yet somehow everything always balances out. Now there's nice forest, you have happy mushrooms there, and everything is calm. So I think
Oh, I
that's
love
that.
the
Yeah.
greatest thing that I got from there is like I can find this balance in nature and perspective, which is, I think, very important
Yeah.
for us to
And
see.
you are so right. I mean, how many of you out there feel at the most balanced when they're outdoors?
Yeah,
Right? When
absolutely.
you're not just taking pictures, but when you're walking through a forest or when you're sitting on a beach and smelling the grass or looking at the sky, how balanced. I know from my own personal experience, you can sit indoors and watch TV and that's great.
Yeah.
But actually, when you feel most zen or
Yeah.
most with one, it's being outdoors, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And I
It
absolutely
just
love
brings that,
this.
it just brings that perspective
Yeah.
of things, that whatever bad happens or whatever changes there are, everything just balances out at some point.
Yeah,
So
that's the
that's kind of
beauty.
a life
The
lesson
beauty in
also
nature.
for us.
Right, exactly that.
Yeah.
It's the beauty in nature. And, if anyone should take that forward into 2024, I love that idea. So Susie Crow says, couldn't agree more. Nature is so healing.
Definitely.
And it really, really is. Biggie Z or Biggie Z, depending on where you're from.
That's true.
My biggest stress reliever is walking through the local forest.
Nice.
I absolutely
That's
agree.
lovely.
I walk my dog every day because she has to be walked. So
Yeah.
what that does is that forces me
Yeah.
to go outside. Obviously, I work from home, and you tend to be stuck in front of the laptop all day. And there is nothing nicer than just walking, being
Yeah.
outdoors, and breathing. And we recommend everybody does it.
Yeah. Get outside.
Oh
And by the
yes,
way, I have to say this was taken with a 30mm macro lens, and
Yeah,
I
lovely.
can't. It's just great to. I have an OM5, and the 30mm is great to take on a hike because you can just fit it in your pocket. Really.
So we have a
It's so
question
small.
for you. Catherine says, "Love this image. Did you photo stack it, or is this just a single shot?"
No, it's a single shot.
Nice.
Nice.
I actually, I just peeked about the settings, something about it was f7 or f6 or
Okay.
something.
Right,
Lovely.
yeah, sort of in the middle about there.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely, it's a simplistic, beautiful
Yeah.
shot, and it's almost like you've stumbled across it and it's appearing through the
Yeah.
through
Smiling
the
at you.
yeah, I love that. Absolutely beautiful.
And
So
it feels so content being
Yeah.
there and living there, even though it's partly eaten. It's
Yeah.
still happy.
Nature.
what were we saying earlier about
Yeah.
the sort of always try and go for this perfect
Yeah.
image of it non-eaten,
Yeah.
sort of eroded or whatever, and actually look what you've done, shown a perfect
Beautiful.
example that it doesn't have to be in absolute perfect condition.
No.
This tells a story all by itself, so I absolutely
Yeah.
love that. So thank you so much. Thank you for joining us
you.
twice
Yes.
this year.
Thank
we
you
look
for
forward
having me twice.
well, I look forward to seeing your project. When
Yeah.
does that start running, Claire?
So the blog has gone out this morning. So head on over to social channels and you'll be able to tap the link to read Maria's blog. And we have some loads of video clips that we've got from you.
Ooh,
So
love videos.
we'll have one going out today, and then we've got some that we're saving for January.
Oh, so keep your eyes out for that. And hopefully, as I said, we still have, and we still invited ourselves to Finland.
we'll be there.
But we are thinking maybe Coffee with the Claire's Christmas winter special.
In Finland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go film
Absolutely.
it next month.
Visit Henrik at the same time.
Yes, they
Make a
could.
Christmas
We'll
present.
go see our crew there, and maybe Pernilla could fly in from Sweden.
There we go. We've
Yeah,
set this whole
absolutely.
thing.
We've got the team at the back looking very excited, our production team, that all our little elves are
They're like,
doing this, which is very funny. Thank you so much
Lovely.
for joining us. We hope you have an amazing festive
you.
break, and we look forward to seeing you in
Thank you.
2024.
Thank you. See you again.
Bye.
Take care.
Okay, now this is a really easy one
I'm going to let you guess
to
this
guess
one.
the last person. Okay.
Oh, it's gone so quickly. I wish we could have another 20 people on.
All right, let's line them up.
Yeah, I love
We're
it.
back
Let's
tomorrow.
Let's go for
We're
3
back.
hours.
Gavin's going, no.
No, Gav,
No.
you'd love the production side of that, wouldn't you?
Okay, we
Poor
have
Gav.
one last guest.
Oh, last but not
say
least.
the best for last.
Oh, I wouldn't tell the previous 5 that.
Oh, shh. Don't tell.
We love you all, we
We
promise.
love you all equally. So our next guest works closely with me. She is fun and creative and a musician as well as a
Bam, 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 bam.
Feliz Navidad. And I'd like to introduce wonderful Alicia from Spain.
Hey, Alicia.
Hi, Claire.
Oh, Alicia. Hey, Alicia, thank you for putting your jumper on in Barcelona in a very hot
It's
weather.
so warm.
Yeah, it's really hot right now. I'm just, trying to have the Christmas vibe with me, but it's too hot and I just opened my window right now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, no.
So I'm not sure if everybody knows, because obviously we've
Let's
not had
tell them.
Alicia on before on Coffee with the Claires. So
Never.
tell us what you do for our company, Alicia.
Oh my God, I mostly talk with Claire. We
Yeah,
have
we
coffees
are on
together.
Teams. Yeah, yeah. A
We're
lot
the
of
same
Teams
team,
chat.
communications team. Yeah. I take care of the reels and the TikToks. I just edit the videos, and Claire and I work together in this. I also work in the content curation now, and also for OMSYSTEM.es, which is the Spanish account in Instagram. So a lot of
And what a
things
good
and
job
things I
you
really
do.
enjoy.
She does a brilliant job.
You do
I
do
could
a
not
really
do
good job.
what I do without Alicia.
Exactly, and that's lovely. We
No,
do
thanks.
need, for everything to work really well,
Yeah.
it's all about that team spirit and that team community, and everybody works really closely together,
Yeah.
which is fabulous. So
It's nice.
Yeah,
We
and
have
also
a
it's
really
really
nice,
fun to work together.
Yeah, we have a nice comms team, and we
Right.
all get on and we all chat regularly, and everyone does their part to make everything. It seems smooth and everything goes out, bam,
Seamless.
but seamless. And then we're in the background going, "Get this reel edited. Let's go."
And obviously, we got to meet you earlier this year.
We did.
In Portugal, which was amazing.
Alicia wasn't there. She didn't come.
Also, that maybe it's someone that looked like me, but it's okay.
Yeah.
What? I mean,
You
to
met
be fair,
Ellie. You met
I
Ellie.
met about
You met Ellie.
600
I
people.
am an Ellie. Yeah,
You met
exactly.
Ellie.
Yes.
Yeah,
So what? Oh
Ellie.
yeah, I didn't realise. Why were you not there?
She had a bad back.
No,
Oh.
my bag wasn't
Yeah.
so nice.
Oh,
And,
we
you met
could've-
Ellie.
We
We
could have
have
gone and
really
got her.
similar names.
We could have gone to get her.
Next year, we're going to come and get
Carry
you on
you.
some
Yeah.
sort of stretcher,
That's it.
carry you.
We're going to see. We're going to hang out with Alicia later
Yes,
in
that's true.
2024.
That's
so
true.
It's okay.
We will get to see
We're
you,
gonna have
and
time.
we'll make up for the time in Portugal that you missed. How does that sound?
Exactly.
I got to hang out
That's
with
it.
Alicia in May. We went to Spain. We did some content in May.
That's
It was good
true,
fun
that's
with
true. You'll
Rania.
be fine.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh.
So
Yeah, it was
let's
great.
take a look at your, because Alicia isn't just a content producer, an OM system employee. She's a musician. She's a photographer. She's everything. She's just everything.
All rounder.
Yeah, good
So
all-rounder.
let's have a look then at your favourite image from 2023. Oh, nice.
Dreamy.
Very nice. Is
Yeah,
this taken near where you live, or?
No, actually, I took this in Austria because, I am from Barcelona. Summers can be really hot, so I know that you like this, but sometimes you might need fresh air. So I decided to travel to Austria this summer to get some rain and get this winter that I love.
She travels for rain.
I love
Yeah,
that.
we
I love
travel
the
for
rain.
sun.
I know.
Exactly.
She travels
That's
for
right.
rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that it? It is that whole contrast, isn't it? If you live in
Yeah.
a hot climate, you want to come to a cold climate, and
Yeah,
vice versa. But,
absolutely.
and again, that is
Exactly.
the joy of us being a global company is that you get those opportunities
Yeah.
now to sort of see what other people are shooting, and rather than just being all about Spain or all about the UK, us crossing those borders, not just internally but externally as well. We love that sharing,
Yeah.
and this is such a great image. The light on the trees is stunning, and then you've got the shadow. And is that a
Yeah.
waterfall in the background I see there, or is that
Exactly.
just rocks?
We were it's a waterfall. We were
Nice.
hiking near this town called Hastad that you might know because it's quite popular. Since the Frozen the movie, they got inspired by it. And so we were walking the surroundings, and we didn't have a goal, and we were just walking. And in the distance, we saw this waterfall, and we just decided to walk towards it. And every time that I was between branches or between trees, I would take a photo of it. And
Yeah.
this is one of my favorites because I feel that there's something really calm in this composition. You just have the clear vertical lines marked by the trees, and then you
Yeah.
have the diagonal with the waterfall. And yeah, something about nature that I really love is that you can find these naturally arranged compositions
Yeah,
between the
yeah.
beautiful mess that nature is.
Yeah.
So this is what I like about this image.
Yeah,
love
I
it.
absolutely love that because there is a story to each image, and you know, I love the way you've just sort of said that nature isn't perfect. It doesn't. It is, but it isn't, if you know what I mean. And I love the fact that you've just gone, to me, that is the perfect image, and I think that's amazing. I love
and
it.
I love that light at the top.
Incredible.
You know, nice
Incredible.
light on the leaves.
Oh, so I'm hoping we're going to get to see you in 2024.
Yeah.
I'm sure we
Yeah, me
will.
too.
I'm sure we'll get together at some point.
Let's go to
which will-
Barcelona.
Yes, right. Hang.
Not in
course.
August.
Write that. Someone write that down. No.
Yeah, we can
but
go to the
also-
beach right now. So
And also, you're welcome to come to the UK. We haven't invited anyone here. You realise that this
Oh,
whole
yeah.
time, not invited a single person.
That's okay. We'll just go see them. We'll just go see them.
you just have to
Alicia
tell me
came
once,
to London.
and I'll come.
Just say when.
I was so
we
happy.
love
It was so cold. It was raining. I loved it.
She came to London in November. It
I
rained
love
the whole
that.
time. I was like, I'm really sorry the
It
weather's so
rained.
bad. And she's like, no, I love it.
Yeah, you
I
see.
love
I
the
love
rain.
it. It was dreamy.
Oh, that's someone who has too much sun.
Yeah,
I know,
definitely.
right?
Not-
Yeah. Don't you see? I'm so tanned. I'm too tanned.
Sun's bad for you anyway. Oh, Alicia, thank you so much for joining us. It's lovely to have
Thank
you on
you.
Coffee with the Claires, and the first time.
I know.
So I'm sure
Here's to
we'll
many more.
we'll have an all-staff one next year or something like that. That'll be fun.
Sounds good, yeah.
But yeah, keep on
Sure.
doing the amazing work because, as I said, what you do behind the scenes with Claire, you know, it doesn't get to be seen, and you know, the images and everything else is just amazing. The content team is just incredible. So thank you for doing such a good job.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Alicia.
You're awesome. Thank you.
And Feliz Navidad!
Yeah, Bon Nadal.
Bon Nadal.
Bon Nadal! Oh, take care, Alicia. See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, so there you go.
That was nice. I
I
feel all
know.
Christmassy and warm
I'm
now.
starting
Yeah.
to need mulled wine. No, I'm not. I mean, let's
past
do
lunchtime, it's
It is
fine.
past 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's do a few thank yous because we've had a big year. I'd
It's
like
been
to
a big
say
year.
a big thank you to Gavin and Sam and Freya for doing masses of production. You've been amazing this year, as always.
And
so
we
big
wing
thank
it a
you for
lot.
that. Well, I mean, they have to put up
We
with a
wing
lot.
it a lot,
You-
and they
yeah.
just roll with it.
Yeah.
So they
And-
do a really, really great job.
Exactly. The other big
Absolutely.
thank you is to Charlotte.
No.
Yes.
Charlotte.
Because Charlotte is an absolute dream.
She is.
Not only is she a great friend, but she's also an amazing copy. Her writing is incredible.
She writes everything you see.
Beautiful. She's
yeah,
intelligent. She's
yeah.
a great photographer as well.
Yes.
And apart from the restaurant and the food and everything else, you're just awesome. So thank
And she's
you,
a
Charlotte.
chef as well, honestly.
Oh, yeah, and a
everything.
washer-upper. I saw
You
the
name
marigolds this year.
You name it.
So, yeah, I'd like to say thank you to those guys. And as we have a...
There they
they
are.
are.
Hey.
Big wave. There they are.
Behind the scenes.
So, you know, it isn't just... I mean, you know, this isn't just us.
What?
We don't... I mean,
It
this
is. Don't tell them our secrets. Don't
We
tell
rock up, muck around, dance,
We do.
have a great time.
We do a lot of dancing.
And
And to all of you, thank you to everyone at home who watches and tunes in
Yeah.
and comments and watches all of the technical experts and all of the
all the
Ask Me Anythings.
Zooms, all the lives,
Yeah.
David's Tech Thursdays, the Ask Me Anythings every month, to join all the workshops. And I don't just mean in the UK, I mean worldwide.
Yeah.
Check out the events page. There is lots coming up. We've got some plans,
Yeah.
lots of plans, and we are finally able to start putting them into place. We'd really love to see you next year. Must remember to keep tagging because, as I said, the social team see all those incredible images. Maybe you'll get featured as well.
Absolutely. And we hope that you've got some projects in mind for next year. We can't wait to see them. Claire's obviously set her New Year's resolution for landscape photography.
What
and
about you?
astro.
You don't want to commit. You don't want to
can't
commit.
commit.
You're not going
I
to
can't
commit.
I just can't. Lee says, thanks for warming up a wet and very miserable day
In West
in
Cairns.
West
Calms?
Calms?
I haven't got my glasses
Calms.
on. Mr. G, thanks to all at OM for your support throughout the year. Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
We're really, really happy, honestly. It's been, we've got lots and lots of stuff lining up. Don't forget, we're still only 2 years old. We're actually still considered a startup. So considering what we've achieved in 2 years, imagine what the next year's going to bring.
It's going to be wild.
It's going to be amazing. So we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night on the AMA. If you're not around, we hope you have a fantastic Christmas.
Yep, have a great time. Get out there into nature with your camera, or just take it all in and relax over the festive period, and we will see you in 2024.
Merry Christmas.
Everyone. Merry Christmas.